More complex graphs. Explain how to use the graph of a function to determine the y-intercept. The y-axis is where the graph crosses the y-axis. So if you're going to explain it in words, you would say, the point where the graph intersects means crosses. So the point where the graph intersects the y-axis is the y-intercept. Use the following graph for the remaining questions. What is the absolute maximum? Well, absolute maximum is the highest point. The highest point. So you go to the highest point, and it's right here, and if you wanted that value, it's 5. So you look at the y-axis on the highest point, and that is the value of the absolute maximum. Identify any relative or absolute minima. Minima are low points. This is a parabola opening down. It just has high points. They don't draw the arrows in here, but these are going on and on. So they go into infinity, so they don't end. So there actually aren't any. There are none. Explain why the domain of the functions is all real numbers. Just because of the fact of what I just said, how, for example, this is going on and on down into infinity. It's forever getting wider. So you could literally eventually draw through the x-axis the domain, and that graph will eventually touch at least, well, it will touch one point on that graph for forever. So that's why it's all real numbers. So I guess one way of saying that is all values of x correspond to a point on the graph.